What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? T to the M to the IDD. I am back with another video. You know, it's been a while, or at least it feels like a while, since I've been in front of the camera talking to you all. I've been doing so many things, and I thought that I should just update you on some of the things that I have done. Now, you have saw some videos, but what I'll call this is a talking head vlog. And this talking head vlog is going to cover my recent trip to WPPI Las Vegas. Okay, now Las Vegas, amazing time as always. And these days I really don't get to participate in much in terms of the actual conference. I am always doing other things. So I literally get to walk the floor for probably 15 minutes, and all my other time is spent elsewhere. And why? It's because I try to bring the best experience to those who come to my photo walks. So how does this occur? Every year I try to do something different. And so starting with this year, the first task was the models, okay? And the models, I try to switch up every year. And so this year we had 3 different models, all right? We had Tasia, that was from Dallas, Texas. We had Samara, who's from Houston, Texas. And we had Mar, who is from Atlanta. And typically I never do something like this because that means that all of the models had to be flown in, and that just makes so much more risk in terms of models not being able to make it because of flights. But thank God nobody had a flight delay. It all worked out. So how did this happen? First, we had Tasia come in, all fine and dandy, worked out perfectly. And what I typically try to do is get them to come in a couple of days before. That way I am able to get my own content. So Tasia got in, we got some fire content at multiple different places. I mean, we were like all the way on the west side of Vegas. Then we went to the northeast, and it was a long day. Trust me, but the content was fire. Try this at home. Don't try this at home. We're in a Nissan Rogue, and we're trying to make it up this hill. So let's get some momentum. It's gonna be bumpy. That motherfucker ain't. Oh, that motherfucker. Hell nah. God damn. Next, we had Samira come in. She came in at night, so it wasn't really content to be had kind of that day, but we kind of chilled, all right? And then we had the last person come in, and that was Mar, okay? Now Mar came in, and we were able to line up some shoots, but the way that I did it with them is we kind of had group shoots. So you would have seen me going to, we went to the Nelson, well, close to, it is the Nelson dry lake bed, okay? Good morning.
Morning.
How you feel?
Sleepy.
Welcome to Mar. Okay, how you doing?
Good. Amazing.
You sleepy?
No. How's the outfit?
Oh, I like the outfit. Okay, okay. I think you should bring both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case.
Down or up?
It's a vibe. Down. Hold it up real quick. Okay. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. Let us know what y'all think in the comments.
This is down. I think down. I mean up. I mean tied up because you can show the curve.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. She knows something, y'all. She knows something. There we go. What if you rotate on this side? Yeah. And I'm gonna get this out the way, out the way, out the way. So a lot of people run from the harsh shadows, but we embrace the shadows over here, all right? Boom. 1, 2. And funny enough, I was going to another one, which is Gene, and I was driving, and I'm driving. I'm like, this is not taking me on the highway because I've been there. Because if you've been to Nelson Ghost Town, it's kind of like along the way. And I'm like, I know I should have hit the highway by now. Lo and behold, I'm like 20 minutes in the wrong direction. So that was a whole nother situation trying to catch the sunrise. But those shots came out fire. So I got content with all of them there. And then we did a night shoot downtown Vegas. Fire content with them there. We are out here in Vegas. How you doing, Mar?
Good.
Okay. Samara.
Good.
And Tasia.
Good.
3, 1. All right, 1, 2, 3. And that's all trying to get content for everybody, but really my approach to this is really building relationships with the models. And a lot of you all ask me, how do I get models? How do I get them to travel with me? Things like that. A lot of it starts from things like this. What you got going on in the microwave? Chipotle leftovers?
Yes.
Okay. You hungry?
Very
hungry. Okay. And we got, oh, look, she's, And you got Chipotle too?
Yes, Chipotle.
3 sauces?
Well, this is for my chips.
Okay.
This is corn, but I don't like the onions in there, so I separate it. And I'm not really sure why he put this on the side, actually. I just wanted it on top.
Okay. Photowalks and really building relationships with the models, okay? We had amazing time. Just for like example, Samara, I've known her since 2022. It is 2026 now. So you kind of see the longevity in that relationship. And that's how I like to keep the relationships with the models that I have, because once you have that relationship, it's so much more loyalty there. So much more loyalty. And so that is one secret of doing it. Got the plot thickens.
So I'm gonna just keep adding. You part of the role is you have to be upset and you have to confront it. That's the role. That's the scene.
Yeah.
So you get a message on your phone. They send you a picture of Samara and your man at Chipotle hand in hand. So they can't be like, oh, they was just there as friends. No. They hold hands. She just sent you that picture.
Oh. She said, that's my man now. Samara said, that's my man now. And Mars saying what?
Okay, in this scenario, do I know that he's her man?
Yes.
No, because we're friends, remember?
Oh,
Yeah, y'all friends.
Yeah.
So you know.
She done told
Friends
you.
will be so toxic.
You just didn't know that she was gonna find out that you was at Chipotle with.
Oh my
Right.
God, why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
So actually,
But in terms of the photo walks, we got the content, okay? T-May got his content, because I need my content so that I can give you your content. So we checked that off the list, okay? The next thing is getting ready for the photo walks. Now, I always have 2 photo walks, and that's kind of why I'm never in the mix at the actual conference, because the first photo walk is more of a T-mid, and I named it the Midnight Soiree, where this is catered more to those who like to shoot boudoir and things like that. And so this was, I guess this was like a Monday, okay? So everybody kind of flies in Sunday, and I typically have it the next day because typically everybody's kind of there on the Monday. So I'm having this Monday. all of the models get there and situated kind of like Sunday. And what I typically do is I try to get a place that's an Airbnb that we can stay. And since we can stay there, I try to get something aesthetically pleasing so we could also take photo shoots and I can have the event there. So I'm like killing 2 or 3 birds with one stone. This was all fine and dandy. I booked the house, everything was perfect. Got to the house and I did my first analysis of the house and I found out there was a problem. Gated community, lovely, lovely house. The only problem is this house had windows so big that the next door neighbor could see right in, anybody driving past could see right in, and if I'm having a boudoir event at this house, just imagine you were passing by this house at night, windows big as day, and you just look and you see, you know, you don't even know what's going on, but it's just women in lingerie. That might raise an alarm. And it's probably going to raise an alarm to the next door neighbor, where in Vegas, typically the houses are very close. So when you look to the side, you can see the next door neighbor. So what was my solution? I had to call Tog Life and I said, hey, we got a problem. So we are trying to,
They said don't make it as hard as they possibly can make it. Look how short this is.
oh man.
6 inches, man.
Just, yeah.
6 inches.
Oh yeah, because then we can just cut that whole jump. So what about from that corner to that corner for that big window?
Yeah, it'd be kind of tough just because there ain't a whole lot of meat to put there. But yeah, that would probably work. Yeah. There's enough meat that would work.
Boom.
Yeah.
So I got this B&B and it's like wide open. So I'm trying to figure out how to get some privacy up in here, because who wants to be sitting here at night and it's just wide open like this. So after we highlighted that, sat down, and I knew that had to be remedied. So we were able to remedy that problem. That was the best solution and it had to happen. Otherwise, who knows what would have happened. Maybe the police would have called, things like that. So first event, absolute success, great time, and I love to keep it to a small group of people. Very intimate setting works in this case for that type of event. The next event is the main event, which is the T-Mid Photowalk. That was absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm always thinking about trying to level up things. A lot of things have been done in Vegas, so it's kind of hard to get different locations that people haven't used, but year after year I try to bring something different. And so I've done things that makes it a little bit more difficult than the average person. So a lot of people won't attempt to use these locations that I've used here in previous years. So this location, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And once I was able to get this location, I'm just thinking about things that can elevate it. And we got a vape. Somebody was right here. You see that vape? So as soon as I touch down, I'm looking for cars. I find a nice Wrangler. I'm like, that's a great prop. Props always add a significant amount more of posing opportunities in any type of event. Okay, you got anything you want to say?
I'm excited.
You excited? All right. No drinking and driving.
Never.
Never. So found the car. Tog Life had a ladder. That was perfect. The structure had different things that you could absolutely use, and I knew during sunset time the light would be absolutely amazing. And then one thing that we thought about at the last minute was like, man, a bike would be so fire right here. Let's try to get a bike. So while I'm in Vegas, probably like a day or two before the event, I'm like online trying to find a bike. And lo and behold, T-Med found the bike.
This is the shit we do for the shot.
So it all came together perfectly, and this was the ultimate turnout for this event. Check it out. So that was the event. Absolutely amazing. If you are looking for an event to attend, trust me, that is one for the books. I'm already having opening slots for next year. So if you're interested, hit me down below. Check the descriptions below. I have a ton of things going on, even beyond Las Vegas. So just hit the link in the description and you'll see all the events that I got going on. Okay, now everything is kind of winding down, and this is when I get to hit the floor and I get to see a few people. I get to communicate a little bit, talk to some brands and things like that. That's kind of the chill side of things. But the problem is I'm almost kind of leaving at that point, right? So what happens is I have another shoot, right? So we do this dry lake bed photo shoot, okay, early in the morning. And then me and FJH, we've been trying to do a collaboration for a while. So I was like, look, we both going to be in Vegas. Let's make it happen. All right, we got to make it happen. So we say, okay, let's do it this time. Now, the funny thing about this collaboration, I got pushed late because I went the wrong direction to the dry lake bed. Originally pushed everything back, and then he had to go represent a brand earlier than the original time. So when we got down to it, we had about 20 to 30 minutes to do this video. We shot the video. It was pretty much straightforward what we could do within the time. Absolutely amazing a video. If you didn't see that, check it out. It's on the channel, probably like 2 videos ago from this. But we were able to get that collaboration down with the time that we had and keep it moving. All right. From there, I'm kind of on the down slope of Las Vegas. I'm kind of relaxing and I'm about to head out. But before I head out, I gotta try to see if I can get just a little bit more content. So I hit up my girl JD and I'm like, JD, we gotta shoot because we never really properly shot. And we had this location that I seen and Tog Life had pointed it out to me, and I was like, bet we gotta shoot right there. So we head over to the location spot, and I was already kind of packed up. So I had my tripod packed away in my suitcase, and it didn't really dawn on me. And we walked to the location. Had to park kind of far away from where we were shooting. So by the time we got over to where we were shooting, I thought about it and I said, dang, I don't have my tripod to really record this content. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna make it the best way that I can. So when I put this video out, you're gonna see a lot of low angles, but just know I didn't have my tripod. But we got some amazing content, and that is coming soon. So I always have an adventurous, absolutely adventurous time in Las Vegas, like always. And it seems like it's busy every year for me, but I've come to love the fact that I'm kind of doing things and I'm always actively engaged and involved and have things to do, whereas some other people, they have more of a more relaxing type of experience. But you know, I think that's different between a content creator and, you know, somebody that might just be going as a photographer in the field and not more so a content creator. So all in all, Las Vegas 2026 WPPI, absolutely great time. If you were able to attend, I would definitely like to know how your experience was, and we gotta sit down a little bit more, you know. Maybe I can start cranking out videos quicker, sooner, at a more frequent pace. T to the M to the IDD.